Okay, I think we're good to go. Let's see if I can share screen. All right, yeah, we can. All right, I think we're good to go. All right, so I'm going to share my screen here. Okay, right now, do any of you have Zoom by any chance? Do you? Okay, do this. I'm going to send you an invite, and I just want to make sure that we're kind of connected up so this is working okay. And okay, so forget this. Just come on, really? What is it paid? All right, not sure if it's gonna work or not, but let me do this. Let me go ahead and let me see if I can't get that sent over to you. And here's the okay. I think we're ready to go here. Thank you. Once again. Thank you. Okay, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just log in here. I'm going to send this out to you, and the link should get you in there. So email it to me. I'm going to do that right now. Yeah. A lot of rigmarole. Sorry about this, everyone. I think ultimately you'll be glad. Okay, so that's Andrew. I'm going to send you an email real quick to Andrew, and it's yep. Okay, and I'm going to just go ahead and send a meeting link. Okay. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and send this. Boom, just sent it. Check that out. Tell me when it comes into your, when you see it in your email. Do you guys have it? Do you guys have Zoom, access to Zoom right now? Yes, no?
Not currently.
Okay. And it might not even be essential. I just want to get proof of concept before I commit to this. So I'm not going to need to hear anything. So the lack of speakers should not be a big deal. Okay, I'm screen sharing. It looks like you just joined, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. All right. Can you see my screen right now? Oh, not yet. Let me admit you. Can you see my screen now? Looks like you're generating right now, so you're coming in here. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay, here we go. All right, I guess we're gonna work it out. Okay, hi. What we're gonna do right now is we are gonna record tonight's lesson. And what we're gonna be doing right now is tonight I'm gonna cover several different things about Revit. A lot of this is gonna be overlap because we've already covered a lot of it. But what we're gonna be doing right now, and I gotta stay kind of close to this microphone or carry it around, one of the two, we'll see how that works. But we should be coming through. Can you can't hear anything out in there, can you, right now? Can you hear it on there too? Okay, good. Very good. Well, that means we're doing this then. Okay, so what we're going to do right now is we are going to work on a project. Now, what we've learned so far is the basics of Revit. We've learned how to manipulate a Revit file, meaning we know how to pan and zoom, how to look at it in 3D. We've also learned things like how to draw walls, how to put in doors, how to put in windows, how to put on a roof and a floor. So we've seen all these things. These are the foundational aspects of Revit. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to build on that foundation. And I'm going to be giving you enough right now so you guys can actually work on a project. Okay, so what we're going to be doing here, I'm going to give this to you here right now. This is the townhouse project. And this right here has the basics. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go ahead and work on this. And this is going to be working on for the next 3 weeks. And I'm going to give you latitude for the design, which I thought you would probably like. Right? No? All right. Meaning I'm not going to force you to do a certain thing. I'm going to tell you the basics and you're going to put the elements in this and they need to be present. So that's what's going to happen here. Okay, so let me show you this right now. The first thing, let's read these things one by one. The townhouse project, first of all, you're going to create exterior walls level 1 to level 3. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to create an extra level, okay? Because your levels are a big part of what you do in Revit. Everything is going to be constructed with levels. So I'll show you how to create a new level. We're going to create floors for floors 1 and 2, create ceilings for floors 1 and 2, create stairs from floor 1 to floor 2, make an opening in the floor on floor 2 for the stairs, create 2 sections to view the project, create a gabled roof, create a floor plan, including the bathroom, add doors and windows per your design, and add furniture and landscaping. That's what we're doing. Now I'm going to show you guys the basics of how to do this. We're going to start to work on this right now. Now, what I'm going to do here is you're going to want to see this up here too, so that you get a visual on this. So I'm going to go ahead and hit this. And this should be starting up right now, and we should be good to go. Any questions before we jump in?
You said this is a project, is that it's going to be a due for this class?
It's going to be due for this class, yes.
Starting it tonight and throughout.
Yes, it's going to be the next 3 weeks. You're going to be working on this, and you'll turn it in the week I come in. It's not due tonight, no. That'd be cruel. And I may be accused of a lot of things. I try not to be cruel to my students. So what we're going to do tonight is we're going to actually, yeah, I'm sorry. I try to get communication right. I'm sorry if I'm never not clear. But yeah, this one, I kind of thought, I don't want you just idle the next 3 weeks. I don't want that to happen. And I also realized that try to put this together. So I'm going to record this. You'll have this available to you, and this will give you all the content that you should need. And so other than that, you're just going to kind of freestyle on your own as you work with it. So man, that's not really very good, is it? Would be good to have the lights off, maybe a little bit clearer. Do you think if we did this?
These front sides.
I can do that. Also, would it be better for me to take over your screens for a little bit here to show you the basics? Or I know you guys got to follow along. Okay. Well, then I'll turn off the lights up front here.
Is
it okay? Because yeah, that's frustrating because it's
2023.
yeah. Is that okay? That's too much, right?
That's fine for me.
Is it? Because that's good. Is that okay for everybody?
I mean, I might fall asleep, but we'll see.
Yeah, I fight it every time I teach my classes, so it's okay. All right, and so what we'll do, we'll just have a little, we'll just have an agreement here. I have 3 objects here. One is for each of you. So when you fall asleep, one of those will be perfect your way, and to keep you attentive. There's 2 staplers. Actually, there's a squirt bottle that could just squirt kind of thing, like you do with a cat. Or you know, we got the tape too. So anyway, obviously we'll do that. But okay, what we're gonna do right now is we're gonna talk about how to do this. Now, I have been, I think I mentioned you last week. You weren't here, but I was talking to, I got a friend in Ann Arbor, Michigan, and his girlfriend has actually, she wants to put together this house that's actually right on Lake Michigan, and she's calling it the Fairy Tale Cottage. So I've been asked to kind of help out. So I'm in this process right now, and it's really been good because it's kind of pushing me, you know, into some things, as any project will. A good project will push you and make you kind of get better at what you do. And so that's what we're going to look at right now. So looking at this right now, okay, looks like I got some not showing up tonight. Okay, so that's okay. And so I'm going to go over here, and I'm going to go ahead and start this. So yes, as I said before, I'll try to keep this interesting, and if it gets a little too, I just think that the clarity of this is a whole lot better like this. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to minimize this, and I'm going to go over here. I'm going to start Revit. So start up Revit. Now, if Revit doesn't start, we know what the workaround is. We went over this last week. The workaround for Revit is if it doesn't start up, if you get that license error, then what you have to do is open up AutoCAD, and then you go back to Revit and try to open that up, and you should be good to go then. Yep, there it is. Okay, so I'm getting the error. So I'm going to go out here and I'm going to open up AutoCAD. And that worked last week. I assume it should work this week too. So there's no license there, which is really bogus. But anyway, we go out here. For some reason, it refreshes it. Almost like this is a, like when you go to AutoCAD, it's almost like cleansing the palette. So go to AutoCAD. We'll open up AutoCAD 2022. And while that configures, we're then going to wait for that. And then after it opens up, we're going to open up Revit. Are you guys with me so far? Are you with me on this whole thing, this workaround? By the way, I want to mention you too. is I don't want to make this a hardship for anyone, but I don't think I can get anyone to open this door for you for the next 2 weeks. I'll talk to Pat DeLucia and see if he can't maybe open up for you guys, but then you'd have to hang out here. I don't know if he wants to do that. But I will say that the Engineering Technologies Lab is open. It's room 143. It's like 2 halls down and over to the left. And it's got like 20 computers in it, you know, like they're all set up like this. You go in and it's like, they're open right now, I think. The door was open last time I went down there. So they should be open. Okay, so as far as that goes, but they're definitely open during the day. So you can go there and take care of that. Now, when we had started this class, you all indicated that you had access to some kind of computer that could run it. I know you ran into a problem with that, with yours right there. But that is the deal right there. So just putting this out there right now, I know that Andrew, you're gonna be okay there, because you got your up and running. You're gonna be okay too. So is that gonna present a hardship for you?
I mean, I'll just go buy it.
Okay.
HP laptop. It's not a
Okay.
big deal. If I can't get to the computer.
Okay, because I was gonna say, you can get a laptop that will run it pretty much 16, a gaming machine with 16 gigs of RAM is like the bottom floor. If you get that much, you should be able to run Revit on there. Okay, that's about the bottom. But they got the machines right here, and the machines that they have right here are down the hall. And I mean, literally they are. You can walk in there and they're all available to you. You'll see people sitting there working on them during the day. So anytime during the day, and I'll have to find out what their schedule is, but you could probably come in here when this class is running and do the same thing. Have half mine to run down there right now. I just don't want to interrupt the class to do that. But anyway, that's something I'll try to find out. I tried to find out today. Today just kind of went crazy. So I'm going to do this. I'm going to click OK, and I'm going to open up AutoCAD. Then I'm going to close it. And I'm going to open up Revit. Okay, so go here. And okay, so that's there. And I'm going to go ahead and close out of there. Close out of Revit. And then I'm going to open up, close out of AutoCAD rather. And now I'm going to open up Revit. So go to here, and Revit's down here. Revit 2022. We'll go to Revit 2022. And this should actually work okay now. Okay, and so now what we're going to do, I'm going to close out of this, and I'm going to do this. So what we're going to do is there are different projects you can use, and I think for this one, right now, we're just going to go with the straight plain Jane project that comes along with. So we're going to go here and go to New, and we're going to change the project from Imperial Construction Project to Imperial Architectural. This is a little, you know, just if you use construction, it's going to look different. So use Imperial Architectural, I think, anyway.
Every time.
What's that?
Would we be doing that every time?
Well, it depends. No, not necessarily, because some of the projects I'm going to be I'm going to be giving you like a class template, but for this one, I'm just giving you the generic template that comes along with this. Okay.
But in terms of when you're gone, we doing this on our own. You want us to do that?
Use this right now. Yes. And so we're going to actually start the project here. You may not want this one, but we're going to start with it and get the basics here. Okay. So let's go here and choose OK. So the first thing we did is we started Revit, and whenever you start Revit, it's going to look something like this here. So now what I want to do is it says here on the project, it says create exterior walls level 1 to level 3. Now, let me point something out here, and that is that as I take, and I'm going to go ahead and put on my little, this over here, I'm going to put in this highlighter, which I think, is this right here to work graded color? Okay, don't want to annotate, do I? No, I just want a little, okay. Yeah, I just want to, I guess you guys can see this okay without me doing that. All right. That's it, the spotlight. You guys can see this, okay. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and move it over here. Just get that out of the way. All right, now what I'm going to do is right here, first of all, take a look over here. How many levels do we see here? We see level 1, we see level 2 in site. So essentially there's 2 levels. Now, whenever you're working with levels, one of the things about them is they are what define the top to bottom definition of your particular project. So what we're going to do right here is to create another level. We're going to go over here to elevations. We'll go to east elevation. So double click on east elevation. Can you guys all see this? Okay, okay. So now what we're gonna do is you're gonna notice that over here, you got level 1, you got level 2. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make level 3. So to make another level, here's the tool right here. You guys see that? Right here. You click on level, and we're gonna go here. Now look at this. I can actually pull it down. I can give it the height. I can stop it at 10 feet. I'm gonna want it to be 10 feet, so I'm gonna click there, boom. And now it says level 3 at 20 feet, just like that. I pull it over to the side and I leave it alone right there. So I went ahead and did that. And then I can stretch it over. I can click on it and I can just pull it over like this because, you just want to make sure that we're kind of all in the same vicinity here. And I go ahead and pull that over. You guys will get level 3 done there? That work, Nicole? Okay, so what you've just successfully done is something a lot of people don't learn in Revit till too late. And that is we just created level 3. So level 3 is now there. Now this will allow us to draw a structure that's going to basically start at level 1, which we're going to assume is, which we're going to just call it grade for right now, but it's actually not grade, it's a little above grade. Like, let me explain this to you. Level 1, this is level 1, I'm standing on level 1. But to walk out of this building, you're going to step down a little bit. Okay, when you walk out of here, you walk out, it'll be 6 inches to a foot, okay, to actually step off, okay, as far as that goes. So that would be great. So level 1, level 2, level 3. You with me so far, Nicole?
Yeah, I put 20 foot in and it made it way higher.
Yeah, so this is 0 feet, this is 10 feet, and this is 20 feet.
I see that.
Yep. You may have made it 20 feet between these two. You may have done that.
Yeah.
Okay. So now that is the first thing. That is how you would go about doing that. So now we've just given ourselves something else to work with. And so now that we've done that, we are going to step number 1 in the townhouse project, create exterior walls level 1 to level 3. Now, again, we are going to go real plain Jane on this. Okay. You guys are going to dress this up as much as you want to, but I'm going to give you the basics right now. So here's what we're going to do next. We're going to go back to level 1. So back to level 1. Now, this is where we are going to put in the walls. So to do this, I'm going to go over here and see what kind of walls I have. So I'm going to go to wall architectural, and what do I have here? I have this generic wall. Is that all I have? No, I got more. I got.
It went to level 6.
Yeah, you probably kept clicking. You have to press your escape key or click the modify arrow. Okay, here, if you did that, what you want to do here is if it went to level 6, you got levels 1, 2, and 3, right?
I undid it. I'm back to level 1, 2 site. I'm going to level and then.
Yeah, well, you got to be in the east elevation to put this in.
Mhm.
So go to the east elevation.
Yep. I'm there.
And to put in a level, you're gonna go here to level.
Yep.
You're gonna touch level 2, and then you're just gonna pull your cursor up until it says 10 feet. The distance is gonna be 10 feet. You got me? And then click, and then press your enter key twice or escape key twice, or click the modify arrow. The modify arrow will end any command you're in. How are we doing there?
Getting it at 10 and then it's disappearing again.
Getting it at 10.
Oh, I had a bullet from the other side. To get my circle on all of the same side.
Yeah, okay, that's fine. You've got it. Okay, so now.
Level 5, can you change that?
Yeah, you should be able to, but, okay, let's do this. What you want to do is just click on this line, and then just click in this little over here. And when you do that, it's going to show there. And grab this little hollow circle, the one that's to, this little tiny hollow circle on the left. Yeah, take your cursor off it. You don't want to drag it around. Press your escape key twice to stop making levels. Good. Now click on this other line. And there's a little tiny circle right here. My fingernail's right on top of it. You're gonna click on that and just pull it until it's even with this. Then it'll line up automatically. There. Leave it there. Hit your escape key. Now let's see if we can get rid of this. Double click slowly on level 5. Okay. Slow. Okay. Hit your escape key, and your undo is Control Z. Just get used to doing that. Control Z will undo it. Now, just click slowly on level 5. Don't move your cursor. There it is. I was going to type in just level. Yeah, just make it 3. Okay. Yes. There you go. Level 1, 2, 3. Okay. Now, once you've got that, those are in place, and those are establishing the vertical boundaries of our project. Let's go back to level 1 here. Are you okay, Nicole?
Yep.
Okay, let's go to level 1. Now, level 1 over here, this is where you could dress it up by using different walls right here. Now, if I click here, I've got like this exterior brick and CMU on metal stud, quite a bit going on right here. For this particular project, because we're just doing basic right here, you could use one of these. I'm not going to discourage you I'm not going to discourage you away from using them. But for this, I'm just going to use generic 8 inches. Generic 8 inches. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over here. Remember, we could use a rectangle tool. So look at where my cursor is right now. I'm going to select this rectangle tool. And then I'm going to pick a point here and create a rectangle like that. So let's go ahead and do that. You guys got that?
Yep.
Okay, good. To end the command, press your escape key twice. And when you press the escape key twice, that means what you're doing right there is you're getting Revit out of the command it's in right now, and your ribbon will turn back to this neutral gray color. If it's still green, you're still in a command. So what we're going to do now is we are going to treat this like the front of our townhouse. So let's go ahead and click on this right here. And the front entrance, let's change. We're going to make it 25 feet right there. It's going to be 25 feet right here. So we click on this and it's 25 feet wide. And then we're going to click on this right here. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to make it 35 feet deep. Why not? 35 feet deep, something like that. So it's pretty much like that. And that is what we're going to do. That's what we have to deal with. You guys with me so far? Okay. So now what we just did there is if we take a look at our 3D view. Now to look at the 3D view, it's right here. This is your default 3D view. I'm going to click here. And when I click here, that's what I've got so far. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do something a little bit daring. You guys all in the 3D view right now?
Yep.
Let's select it all. To select everything, hover your cursor, just place it over one of the walls and press your tab key, and it will select all the walls. And then click on it, and they'll turn blue. All right, you guys all have them turn blue? You could also click on them one at a time and hold the control key down. You all have that?
Yep.
All right, now we're going to go over here, and let's change the walls. We're going to make them something a little bit more interesting. Let's go over here. We'll do that again, grab these. And I'm going to grab these, and I'm going to make these walls. I'm going to use this, exterior brick on CMU. Choose exterior brick on CMU, the second one on the list. And when we do that, we're going to take a look at it. We're going to make them realistic just to see what it looks like. So go to realistic, just, we're making a townhouse. Now here they're all, now mine are all facing the wrong direction. Yours probably are too, right? Are you guys seeing the brick on the wrong side?
Mine's facing the right way.
Okay, if it's, okay, is anyone else's facing the wrong way or just me?
No, mine is too.
Okay,
Where did you put that?
Realism, little down in the left corner of the bottom.
yeah, down here.
Not that part, but I mean, where'd you put the brick?
Okay, once you select the, do you have do you have all the walls selected there, Nicole? Look at my screen here. You want to go here, and we're using exterior brick on CMU. You see that?
Yeah, I guess I'm doing.
Well, we'll click on that, and then you should.
Selected, and then when I move my mouse, it's unselected.
Keep your mouse hovered over it, press the head. Now just click it.
Oh, okay. And do the click it. Gotcha.
Okay, you with me so far?
Yep.
Is your brick on the inside or the outside? Put on your realism so you can see it. That's going down to the view at the lower left. You with me so far?
Yep. I'm inside.
It's on the inside. Okay, so to fix it, we're going to go over here to level 1. Okay, and since we drew this with a plain one, it showed up differently. We're going to do this right now. Watch my highlighter, and you want to go right here. You're going to click on this, and you're going to move it to fine. You want to make it fine. When you do this, you can actually see what happened, is it went in the wrong direction. Do you guys all see fine down here?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, so we're going to go ahead, and I'm going to select these walls. Can I do it this way? No, I guess not. Okay, click on this wall right here, and then you're going to right click and choose change walls orientation. And that's going to flip the brick to the outside. So we're going to grab each of these walls. We're going to right click and choose change walls orientation. You want to do this too, Zach. Click on each one of these. You're going to right click and choose change walls orientation so that the brick is facing the outside. There's always a way to fix these things. If we would have done it, or if we would have started with this, we wouldn't have had any issues. Now take a look at it in 3D and it should look like this. Good? You got that, Nicole? Okay, so it looks like this now? Okay, good. So now we got the basics. So what we just did there is we created exterior walls, level 1 to level 3. If I take a look over here in the east, it's like this. It's going up from level 1 to level 3. So far, so good. So now I'll go back to, next thing I want to do is step number 3, create ceilings for floors 1 and floor 2. And I need to create, I got to create floors. I didn't create the floors yet. So step number 2, we're going to create floors for floors 1 and 2. So let's go to level 1. And level 1 looks like this. We're looking at it straight down. We are going to make a wood floor. So to do this, we are going to go, you guys all here on level 1? Okay, we're going to go here to floor, and we're going to choose floor architectural. Now, when you use floor architectural, the program understands that it's going to be placing this underneath the walls you have right here. We're going to go over here. Look where my cursor is over here. We're going to go here. We're going to change this to wood joist, wood finish. You guys all see that? Click there. And then we're going to go here and use rectangle right here. And we're going to go from the upper left corner down to the lower right corner like that. And then we're going to click the green check mark. And it's going to give you a floor that looks like that. And if you want to see it with a little more pizzazz, make it realistic like this, and it's going to look like that. That working okay there, Andrew? Zach, that working okay?
Yeah, just look at it. You see the grain?
Yeah, isn't that crazy? Is Nicole that working okay? Okay. And so, what's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, but you get this really nice wood grain when you zoom in. Isn't that crazy?
You see the seams of wood.
I know. And this isn't even the most technical of them. This is not even the most detailed. Okay, Nicole, you doing good? All right, now, again, looking at our townhouse project, we need to create floors for floors 1 and 2. Now we're going to go to level 2. Go to level 2, and same thing. This is level 2. Now we're going to look here, and we're going to do the exact same thing. We can actually see the first floor underneath there, but that's fine. We're going to go to floor again, and we're going to use the same thing. Now this one, we're going to go from, we're going to use this right here. This is already selected. This is pick walls. Now what this is going to do, if we go to all the way to the outside in this one, you'll see the floor sticking out of the brick, and that's bush. So we're going to go here to pick walls. We're going to pick this wall here, and pick this wall here, and pick this wall here, and pick this wall there. So you're just going to touch the walls, and then you're going to click your green check mark, and it gives you this message right here, and you're going to say yes. Now, once you've done that, you can change the, go ahead and change this so you can see the floor here, and it should look like that. I'm going to change this over here to be fine. All right, so now it's looking like something. Let's take a look at it in 3D. Now you go to here in 3D, this is what it looks like. You can actually see the second floor that's right here, and all that's right there. Now, just to get a little better look at this, I'm going to rotate this over like this a little bit, like this. And what I'm going to do, I'm just rotating it, and I'm going to put on what's called the section box. You guys with me so far? Okay, so over here, watch where I'm at right now. This is part of your view properties over here. So I'm going to go here, and I'm going to change this. I'm going to go to section box here and click. When I click on section box, it puts a glass box around here. Now it's kind of far away, so I'm going to push it in. So I'm going to click on this, and I'm going to push in the arrows just so that the box is closer in. You guys with me so far? Is this making sense?
Yep.
These little adjusters. So it's a glass box, and this glass box lets you literally slice this in several different configurations right there. So you all got that right there? Yep. Now, here's where it gets good. Do you see my cursor right here? Let's go to this control. I'm going to push this in just a little bit like that, and we'll get to see it like this. And when you do this, now you can see like a live section right there. Now you can see what you're building. That working?
Yes.
Okay. So that is how we'd actually look inside of it. That working okay, Nicole?
Yep.
All right, Zach, that working okay?
Yes, sir.
All right, Andrew, that working okay?
Yep.
Okay, let's do this. Before we go any further, let's save this. We're going to go to File, Save As. And this is where you want, I would save it right now to your desktop, and then we're going to make sure we copy it over to your S drive. So save it as a project, and we're going to save it to our desktop. And we're going to go ahead and name this one right here. We're going to call this Townhouse Dash Class, just so that we know where we're going here. Dash Class, like that. Now, at this point, the other thing you would want to do is save it to your S drive. Okay, so do you guys all know how to save it to your S drive? Is that pretty clear how to do that?
Yeah.
Okay, make sure you do. You should be seeing your other projects out there. If you're having trouble saving to your S drive, let me know. I'll help you. But I think you guys can figure that out. Okay. Okay, all set there, guys? What's that? Good? Okay. So now we have the basics. So let's take a look at our townhouse project. We did step number 1. We did step number 2. Now step number 3, create ceilings. Now, fortunately, ceilings are really easy to create. They're really easy to create, which we're going to do now. So to do this, though, I'm going to do this. I'm going to go ahead and grab this little highlighter if I can. Where'd the little highlighter thing go? That's over here. So I'm going to use highlighter. Okay. So I'm over here. Can you guys see my highlighter okay? This red highlighter? Okay, we're going to go over here. And you're going to notice over here, you've got structural plans, floor plans, and ceiling plans. We haven't used ceiling plans yet. Let's go here and go to level 1. This is where it gets good. Go to level 1 and open this up. Now, when you go to level 1, this is ceiling plans. Now, we know this because as we take a look at this right now, this icon looks different. It actually has like a grid on it, whereas over here, it doesn't. Also, it says down here that we are in the townhouse, well, ceiling plan right here and townhouse ceiling plan. So all those things are our visual indicators that we are there. And over here, it tells us we're on level 1 for ceiling plan. Okay, now to make a ceiling, it's a piece of cake. What we're going to do is watch this. We're going to go here to the ceiling tool right here, click on ceiling, and we're going to change this to be GWB on metal stud. Now, GWB stands for gypsum wallboard on metal stud. So we're going to click there, and we're going to go ahead. And you notice that the height is the height I've set from levels 8 feet. Look at this right now. Automatic ceiling. It couldn't get any easier. So we're going to click right inside here, and it's going to create a ceiling. And it did. We can't see it, but just go ahead and do that, and then click the modify arrow at the top. And we're just going to trust that we got it there. Okay. You can see your share here. Very good. Okay. So we got that. Now, just to verify that that worked, let's go over here to our 3D view, and you should be able to see a ceiling now. Do you guys see the ceiling now?
Yep.
All right. Now, notice what's happening here. I'm deliberately making these a little bit different than we would probably do in real life, okay? Just so that we clearly have a ceiling and we clearly have a floor. So you have these things right now. In reality, in most residential homes, typically what you'd have is your drywall would actually be basically put right up against the floor joist, okay, typically is what you'd have. Now, that's not happening here. You stay away from it. Don't let anybody. Right, so you got this. So here's your floor, and right here is the ceiling. So in this case, I'm deliberately doing it this way, but you could put this a little bit higher if you wanted to and attach them. But for right now, we're just going to leave it that way, just to prove the concept that they are separate. Okay, so far so good. Now we're going to put in the ceiling for level 2. So go to level 2 ceiling right here, and it's lather, rinse, repeat. We go to ceiling and we click right here and it created the ceiling. We click on modify over here and then we're going to go over to our 3D view and you should be seeing your second ceiling like this here. You guys have that?
Nothing pops up. There's no structure on level 2.
Are you seeing this? Are you seeing the ceiling?
No.
No.
Like, and when I click ceiling plan level 2 and it gives me that separate tab, I don't have a structure. It disappears.
Okay. All right. Okay. Okay. So this is okay. So are you saying that you don't have this properties palette right here?
No, I have that. So I have all that you have, but my structure has disappeared off my workspace on ceiling plan level 2.
On ceiling plan level 2. Okay. It's not, so you have nothing to put into right now.
No.
Okay. Well, all right. Okay. Let's go to, and when you go to 3D view, you're not seeing this right here.
Nope.
Okay. Let's go back to ceiling level 2. And okay, when you go here, you don't see anything?
I don't see anything.
Okay.
Try getting out of
Let me see what's going on there. Nicole, are you seeing something? Did yours work? All right. Did yours work there, Andrew?
Yes.
Okay, let's see what's going on here. Let's go to your 3D view, just so I can see what's going on here. Make sure. Okay. What's happening here is your box is too
tiny.
It's too tiny, so it's actually.
Oh, it's cutting it
I
off.
think it is, yeah. Well, I'll let you know through. Okay, well, no, it's not. Okay, so that's not it. Okay, so you got it. Okay, so okay, let's see what happens with your level. Okay, so that's what. Okay, so you did it this way. Okay, so that's your structure right there. Okay, so. And 2. Okay. Single, okay, single 2. It's weird. Okay, let's go back over here. Okay, I don't have to this is after something. All right, let's see. Looks so good. Flip that through. All you need to me. I mean, there is kind of a cheat, but shouldn't have to do this right now. I gotta put the underlay on. Maybe can turn it off. And right there. Okay, now what I'm going to do right here is I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to go to ceiling and click right there. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, go to 3D, and there it is. That's good to go. It
Just turned off, maybe?
yeah, it looks like it was. I don't know how that would have happened, but it is what it is. Okay, so we got that right there. We've got our floors, we got our ceilings, and so now it's the structure is taking place right now. Now and again, we can cause them to kind of adjust later, but for right now, this is what it looks like. Okay, so we created exterior walls, level 1, level 2, created floors. We created ceilings for floor 1 to floor 2. Now we're going to create stairs from floor 1 to floor 2. Now, stairs. Stairs are a pretty interesting thing because stairs are a pretty forgiving type of element. We can actually do quite a few things with them. I'm going to show you how easy this is. Go over here to level 1, and we go to level 1. It looks like this. And what we're going to do is we are going to put some stairs right along this wall here. And we're going to make them go from level 1 to level 2. So to do this, here is where your stair is. We'll go stair. Okay, now when you go into stair, we have a few things we can do here. One of them is we're going to locate it on the left side. So we're going to change this from run center to run left. We're going to do that. The actual run width will be 3 feet. That's fine. And for right now, we're not going to worry about a railing. You guys are with me so far? All right. Now we're going to go here. We're going to probably put our door right here. So we're going to start the stairs right here. We're going to click here. We're going to pull it right up along the wall here. And you're going to notice as you pull along, it's kind of hard to see, but it'll be kind of like a gray kind of background. Just pull it all the way up here and you'll eventually run out of space. Make sure it's straight though. You'll know it's straight because you'll see the 90-degree mark. Can you guys all see that? Okay. When you see this, go ahead and click and it's going to drop the stairs in there. You guys see the stairs? Now we click the green check mark up here. The green check mark is what we click to finish it. So we do that, and there's our stairs. So now the stairs are going from one level to another. You guys with me so far? Okay, let's go back over here to 3D. When you go to 3D right here, we're going to zoom out a little bit, and we're looking at the stairs. There they are. I'm just rotating it to see them. You guys all see that right there? Okay, so what we have going on right there is we have the stairs. Now, we've got a problem, and the problem is that right now, our ceiling right now is set at 8 feet, and this is set at 10 feet, and it looks like what we got here is there's a discrepancy between these. So I'm going to take this ceiling right here. Let's click on the ceiling, and in this view, and let's change its height to, let's try 8.5. And that should push that up a little bit. Yeah, it just pushed it up close against the ceiling there, which is good. And so let's see here. What is the thickness of this? 1 second here. What is this? Okay, so that's 10 3/4. Okay, that means these go up 1 1/4. Okay, so click on this. And we're going to make this 8 foot 7.125. 8 foot 7.125, and that should put it pretty snug against there, which it does. So that's pretty much where we want it right there. Okay, so that's the height. Does that make sense, you guys?
Yep.
8 foot 7.125. You got that, Andrew?
No.
Yeah, right here. So you go right here, and can you see the number here? 8 foot 7.125. We're taking the ceiling and we're just adapting its height so it's closer to the floor. You guys, does that make sense so far? Huh?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, got a question there? And
I just giving you
thumbs up?
the old.
Okay, Nicole, doing okay there?
Yep, got it.
Okay, so now those two are snug against each other. So now what we're going to do is we're going to go to level 2. Level 2 looks like this. You can see the stairs sticking up, right?
My stairs are like flowing.
What's that?
My stairs are flowing. I'm not touching it.
Okay, where in the 3D view?
Yeah,
If you go to this 3D view, your stairs are not touching the ground?
Yeah.
Okay, is it possible you probably cut the view? Is probably what happened.
maybe that's the box that I have.
Yep, the box is cutting them off is all. So let's go back to level 2. And now what we want to do is click on the floor. When you click on the floor here, it's gonna turn this light kind of bluish gray color. You guys all have that? You got that, Nicole?
Yep.
All right. And now we're going to go over here and we're going to go to edit boundary. And what we're going to do here is we're going to go to rectangle. And we're going to go over here and we're going to make a rectangle to let the stairs up. So go to here. And we'll bring it down about 3/4 of the way and we'll stop right there. And okay, now once I've done that, what I have to do is I'm getting a little error because I have to cut a hole in the floor right here. And that's okay. So the first thing I'm going to do to make things a little bit easier, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to click here. And I'm going to put this, I'm going to make a hidden line just so I can see it real easily. All right. Now, here's what's the problem is right now. You cannot have this kind of activity going on because there's actually floor lines on top of floor. So I'm going to press my escape key. You guys do the same thing, press your escape key. And then what we're going to do is we're going to trim this out right here. We're going to click here to here like that. And it looks like that got rid of that. And then we need to get rid of this line right here. And we just need to make the floor boundary consistent. So we're going to do this. And I'm going to just use the line. Here's the line option right here. I'm going to go here. I'm going to pull this down. I'm going to connect it like that. And then we have that. We're going to click the green check mark. So that's what it looks like, okay? So what it looks like is this right here. And that's, so you essentially, if you need to redraw the floor plan, you can, but you should just be able to make a little notch out of it. How's that going for you guys?
Didn't go good. You lost me.
Okay, let's do this then. We'll do this then. Hit the green check mark and let's delete that floor. Just delete the floor, just get rid of it entirely. All right, it's gone. Select the floor and press your delete key. It should turn blue. You'll press your delete key. You guys with me? Okay. Andrew, that happening? Okay, floor's gone. All right, you can't get rid of that floor? Okay. All right, let's see what we got here. It is gone. My pressure escape key? Yeah, look at it in 3D. Let's see if it's gone or not. So it's not. Let's see, yeah. How about for a second here? You have two ceilings here. It's not okay. Yeah, it's gone. Your floor is gone. And I'm sure you just going to pull this down. And yeah, that's just your ceiling. That's come to the ceiling. Okay, so your floor's gone. Okay, yeah, we are way into this right now. We are way deep in this. Yeah, I'm recording it. So what we're doing right now is a project that we're going to be doing over the next 3 weeks. So I'm actually recording everything we're doing right now. So you'll be able to use this. And but for right now, we're just going to continue on. Okay, so what we have now at this point is we went ahead and we just got rid of the floor. So now we're going to draw the floor. Okay, so to do this, we're going to go over here and we're going to go to floor. And we're going to draw the floor. So to draw the floor, we're going to do it this way. We're going to use this pick walls right here. We're going to use the pick walls. We're going to pick this wall here, and this wall here, and this wall here. Just go ahead and pick on those three like that. You guys with me so far? All right, now we're going to change what we use. We're going to use lines right here. You're going to line. And what we're going to do right here is we're going to bring it up here, and we're going to pick it up right here at this line right here. Pick it up right here and pull it down. You guys with me? We're going to stop right here where this DN is. We're going to stop there. We're going to pull it over this direction. And we're going to stop at the end of the stairs right there. You with me? We're going to click here. We're going to bring this down about 3/4 of the way. All right to here. We're going to click here. Then we're going to pull the cursor over in this direction right here until we find the center of this wall again. We're going to click there. And then we're going to bring it down here and click. Now, once you've got that, how's that working? Is that, so the shape of the floor should look like this. Is that working?
Yeah.
Okay, so that works for you, Andrew. Zach, it works for you?
Yeah.
Nicole, it works for you? Okay. Click the green check mark. And you want to say yes. And let's take a look at it in 3D, and your stairs should now be punching through. All right. Now we have a little issue because we have the same issue with the ceiling. So we're going to open up the level 1 ceiling. So the level 1 ceiling plans right here. Let's open that up, and we're going to do the same thing. Were you guys able to find the level 1 ceiling? Okay, Nicole, did you find that? Okay, now what we're going to do here is the same thing. We're going to, let's see here. I'm not seeing the ceiling right now. It's a level 1 ceiling. Let's see here. Okay. Oh, go over here. Over here, this is the select elements by face. Okay, right down here. You want to click on this. Do you see this tool right here? My cursor's right on top, and it's a little blue sheet with an arrow on it. Can you guys see that? Yep. It's called select elements by face. Click on it so the X disappears. Then you'll be able to click on the ceiling. Y'all have that now?
Yep.
Right now, we're gonna do the same thing. What we're gonna do with this right now is we're going to carve a little notch out of this. So go up here to edit boundary. Go up there to edit boundary. Now, what we want to do right now is we want to take this notch out right from here down to here and down. So this is how we do this. First thing we're going to do is we're going to click on this line right here and delete it. Just press your delete key. Get rid of that line entirely. You guys with me so far?
Yep.
All right, now we're going to go up here to line and we're going to pick it up right here and bring it down to this point right here and click right there. And then we're going to go to here and down to here and over to here. And we're going to bring it down to here to give a little place for the ceiling to be broken. And then you see that, click on the green check mark, and it should look like this roughly. You guys with me so far? All right, let's take a look at it in a little 3D view. And it should look like this. You should see the stairs now projecting right through. You guys, you should be able to see them coming right through. That making sense?
Yep.
Okay, so that is how you would bring the stairs through. So we have that. So now we have a first floor, we have a ceiling, we have a second floor, another ceiling, and the stairs are passing through. So that is step 4. That was creating stairs from floor 1 to floor 2. It was also step 5, make an opening in the floor on floor 2 for the stairs. All right, so we got that. That's looking good. So now what we want to do is we want to create, we've already got this. This is a live section, but we want to create a couple sections to see us a little bit better. Now to do this, go to level 1. And level 1 looks like this. Let me know when you guys get there. You guys all there? Nicole, you there?
Yep.
Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to create a couple of sections. So to do this, to create a section, here is the section marker right up here. You guys all see where my cursor is? It says section. Can you see that?
Yep.
All right. We're going to click here and we're going to make a section going from, let's go the other direction. We're going to go from here up to here, just like that. And it's going to give us a section view right there. That's what that is. You guys will get that to work?
Yep.
Now, double click on the tip of this right here. You double click on that. Oh, first I got to end it. Click the modify arrow to end it, or press your escape key twice. Then we're going to double click on this green point, and there's a section right there. Pretty cool. And now you're seeing what this looks like in section. And now what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and we're going to put consistent colors on that. Let's try realistic, see if that's better. Yeah, realistic looks pretty good here. So now we're looking at this right now, and there's this view right now. We're seeing that there's the floor that doesn't quite touch the other, but again, we're not going to worry about that for right now. So what we have happening is we have a section view. That's a section view right there, and we're going to name this one. This one's called section 1, and we're going to call this one. This is, I think, the length of the building, isn't it? Yeah. So we'll call this. We'll call that. Yeah, we'll call that. That's our north. That's going to be our. I guess what would that be? That would be it's facing this direction. So that's facing
East.
Yeah, that's east-west. That's going to be east-west section. So down here, we're going to be going here to our sections. And we're going to name that down here. Instead of it being section 1, we're going to name it east-west section. So we double click here, and we're going to type in east-west, E/W section. Like that. Oh, I got to take my caps lock off. All right. So east/west section. Like that, and press enter. And it looks like that. So we just went ahead and did that. You guys with me so far about naming that?
It's not letting me name it.
What's that?
It's not letting me name it.
Okay. If you click on it and then right click your mouse, you can choose rename. Right here?
Yeah, I got it.
Yep. All set?
Yep.
Okay, now we're going to go back to level 1, and we're going to put another section running the other way. So we're going to go over here. Here's the section. We're going to the section marker here. And we're going to click here, and we're going to go like this. And this is now looking in this direction. And once you've drawn that one, you're going to click the modify arrow to end it. And then we're going to double click on this one. And it's going to show us this view. And that's seeing the stairs from the front on. So we have that right there. So this one right here, what we're going to do is now that we have this, we are going to name this one, instead of it being section 1, this is going to be north-south section. So N/S section. We have that, north-south section. So now at this point, we've actually put a number of items together here. You've got level 1, you got an east view, you got a 3D view, looks like this. Your level 2 looks like that. Level 1, you've got your different levels here. And so now this is starting to come together here. So we just did step number 6, create 2 sections to view the project. Now, step number 7. Step number 7, we need to create a gabled roof. Now to do this, we have to go to level 3. So we go to floor plan level 3, and we're going to put on the gabled roof. Go to here. Now, I'm not seeing anything. When you go to level 3, you're not seeing anything, right? Okay. So what we need to do is we need to, first of all, we can hide these. Let's go to here, and we can go ahead and to hide it, you can right click your mouse and choose hide in view, this category, and we won't see that anymore. So the sections are hidden here. Now, what we do want to do is we want to go over here. The other thing that you can do as you're working is you can go over here, and this is your floor plan, and down here, we can actually turn on an underlay. So we're going to grab this slider bar here, and we're going to click it and pull it down until we see this underlay here. I'm going to change the underlay to level 1 and click apply, and there is your floor plan. There's level 1. And so we're seeing that. So that is actually, can you guys all see that now?
Yep.
Okay, we went over here and turned on the underlay here. Yep. You could use level. Yeah, level 2 actually would probably work out better. Change the underlay here to level 2. Let's do that and apply it. And you should be seeing this right now. Is that helping? Okay. Now we're going to put a roof on. Now we've learned this before. To do the roof, we're going to go here and go to roof by footprint. And we're going to start here. We're going to use define slope. That's fine. And we're going to change it so it has an overhang of 1 foot right there. And we're going to change the actual roof to be wood roof rafter, 8-inch asphalt shingle. And now the two that define a slope are going to be the top and the bottom, like that. The top and the bottom are both going to have a slope. The sides are not. So we're going to uncheck define slope and grab the right side and grab the left side like that. And once you have those, you're going to click the green check mark, and it's going to say, would you like to attach? You're going to say attach. Now let's take a look at that in 3D, and you're going to see that it looks like this. Okay. So what we're going to do is we're going to turn off right now we're going to turn off the section box so we can see what it looks like. So we're going to press your escape key so nothing's selected. And in this view, you're going to go down here and uncheck section box and click apply. And it's going to look like this. So that is what we have right now. So that is what this project looks like. Okay. So it looks like that. And that's what's happening right now. Now, if I go to my section views, my east-west section looks like this. My north-south section looks like that. And so now at this point, we have the basics. That was actually creating the gabled roof. And now, step 7, steps 8, 9, and 10. Step 8 is create a floor plan, including a bathroom. Step 9 is adding doors and windows per your design. And step 10 is adding furniture and landscaping. So the way you do this is we do this. We go to level 1. And what we do is this. We'd start it by just like saying, you know what, where could I put in a door? So I'm going to go here to door. And I'm going to see if I've got any kind of fancy doors here. And I kind of don't, but that's okay. I'll start with what I have, and I go ahead and make them better after this. So I'm going to place a door right like this. And I'm going to place it so it's just like that. And I've got that in place. And when I take a look at it in 3D, I've now got a door. Okay, so I've got a door in place there. And that is kind of like, you know, so we're going to be going kind of like a classic looking townhouse type thing. So I've got this. And then I'm going to populate the front of it with windows and the exterior with windows and so forth. And so what you're going to do right now is you're going to take this and you're going to take the structure on level 1 and you're going to basically put walls and so forth into this. You don't have to put in many, but you can just kind of think of like, okay, if this is it, if I walked in here, I got stairs right here, what would my floor plan look like? And it might be very open. It might be kind of closed. You might have a restroom on the first floor. You might have, like, for instance, like if I was going to go to walls, I may do this kind of a thing. I may go here and I'm going to use a interior 518 partition. And just to make these interesting, first of all, I probably would need one right along my stairs. So I'll just go along my stairs right here and go to here. And then I'll go here and go over. So I'll take care of that. Now, when I've got that in place, I could take a look at that in my 3D view, and I can't see anything right now. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to put my section box back on just to see what's happening. And I'm going to push that in. I got to push this in again, I guess. For some reason it's doing that. I don't know why. Okay, so now at this point, this is the kind of look you're getting right now. So I've got this wall that's right there, and that's all happening right there. It looks like that wall might have gone up a little too far. It went up to level 2. I'm going to make this come down. I'm just going to make this, I'm going to make it unconnected and make it 8 feet. So like that wall 8 feet. That'll come down a little bit. And I might make it 9, but we'll just go ahead and do that. So just kind of trying to make that fit. So I've got that in place right there. So I got a wall right there, and that's kind of concealing the stairs. Now then from there, you could actually begin to put in a bit more of a floor plan. You could have a rear door. Yeah, question?
My properties tab is not there anymore.
Yeah, to get your properties tab, you go over here to view. And then on the far right, you go to user interface and you turn properties on here. Okay. Now this is where you guys would just build the design out. That's how you would do this. Now the rest of it could be done in whatever way you want. This is where I want you guys to kind of just be creative with it. So you've got window right here, and you could put in a string of windows in the front. I've got a bunch of casement windows here. Let's say I want to use this 48-inch wide. So one thing I could do here that might look kind of interesting, I go here, and I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to stack these right like this, just to kind of give myself a look like that. And that's just to kind of start. I don't even know what that's going to look like. When I go here, and looks like that. Let me go to my elevations. I'll go to my east elevation, north, south. That's my south elevation right there. So south elevation looks like this, and I can go ahead and take a look at it and see like, okay, well, that's looking kind of interesting. And then what I could do is I could take these windows, and what I could do is I could go ahead and take these, and I can make them a little higher. Okay, a little higher up or a little lower down. I have each of these. And so what I could do is for the sill height, instead of being 3 feet, I could bring them further down. I can make that 2. So it brings them further down, and that's a little bit more normal as far as that goes. And so that's what you could do. And then for the second floor, I could begin to put in windows as well. But this is how we begin to make this work. And just using these different views right here, this is how you could actually begin to really dress this up and make this kind of happen. And that is going to be what your project's going to be. Now, other than that, you can actually, let me show you this now. This is actually really important. Let me show you this. This is interesting. Let's say you wanted some content that wasn't here. Let's say you wanted some kind of a formal, like you wanted some kind of a, half glass door. Let me show you how to do that. Watch what I'm going to do here. I'm going to go out here and I'm going to go, I can actually go out and I can load any content that I want to from the cloud by going here. You guys see what I'm doing right here? Okay, here's my little highlighter. We're going to go here to insert. I'm going to insert here. And I'm going to click on insert. And I'm going to go to here, load Autodesk family. This is interesting. So I'm going to load Autodesk family. And then what I can do out here is I can load different content from the cloud. Ooh, you got to sign in. I guess you'll have to do the same thing. So you just use your account and like that. And then I'm going to go ahead and you got to sign in. So you'll have to do this part. I think I remember my password. Okay. Okay, that's fine. All right. So now I'm in here. Now look at this. Check this out now. Now this is where I can load Autodesk items. Okay, so you just use your Autodesk ID, and then you can look down here and you can look, let's say, for doors. Okay, I can go here, doors, and I can take a look, and I've got these different doors, and it shows me what they look like. And let's see here. Do I get a different view here? Toggle view type. Could I get a view type? Yeah, I guess I could do this. Okay, so I could do this. Okay, and I could scroll down here and I could put in a double exterior door, a double exterior full. Look at this. This is kind of nice. A door exterior single entry. That's kind of a nice door. And you can look down here for someone who's got a little more style on it. Door interior single full. So you've got a lot of different choices here. It's not exhaustive, but it gives you something to start with. So I'm gonna grab this one. I'm gonna load this up. So now that I've got that, I can pick the different sizes that I want. So I'm going to choose a 3-foot door and click OK. And now that I have this, I'm going to click on this door here and I'm going to substitute it for this one. Isn't this cool? So I do that. And now I got this really nice door here. And this is how you're able to add content. Is that making sense, you guys? Kind of. So if it's out there, you can use it. You can pull this content out there. Now, this is really, only limited by what you want to think. So then after this point, what you could do is, this is where it gets kind of cool. You could say, okay, well, what if I wanted to add, let's say I wanted to have a great room. Okay, well then I could go here and I could load an artist family. And let's say I want an entertainment center. So I could go here and go back to this, and I could go to furniture. And I could look for, I'm not seeing what I want right there, am I? Okay, furniture, bed, seating, storage. Let's see here. Maybe something, would that be casework? Maybe with casework, yeah. So casework, base cabinets, countertop, shelving. Yeah, I'm not seeing an entertainment center. Not sure where there would be, but I can look. And you can also download these from other entertainment. There's an entertainment center. So I go ahead and grab this entertainment center and click on load. And then when I've got that, I could go here to architecture and go to component. And I'm going to save my project. And let's see if there's the entertainment center. So I'm going to go ahead and just take this and drop this here. And we'll see what this looks like. So I just did this. I don't even know what it's going to do. I've never used this one. But now to see what it looks like, this is where it gets interesting. You would go here, and this is where you get your camera. And you'd go ahead and you'd click your camera and take a look at this and see what it looks like. And look at that. There's your entertainment center. Now, this is where you could really try to kind of like build it out a bit more. There's your entertainment center. You could put in the corner. You could actually at this point put in like a coffee maker, furniture, all this kind of content, all available. It's all out there. So this is just this right here. You could even get you could put a flat screen TV in there as well. But all this is stuff that you could do. And then other than that, if there is any furniture, I don't think there's any furniture in this project. Let me take a look. Place a component. There might be. Oh, I do have these though. I do have some trees and so forth. I got trees. I've got the entertainment center that I put in. I got a desk. Okay, but I got to load other content. So what I do is I go out here, back to insert, and let's say I want to load on this family. Let's say I want to load some furniture. So I'll close out of there and I'll look again for furniture. And out here, this is where I could actually find this different content. And out here, I've got like chairs. I've got this couch, this Viper couch. There's going to be sofas here too, I think. Yeah, sofa. I've got this sofa Corbu. I got the sofa Pensy. I got a plain sofa. So I'll load this. And then when I do that, to actually put it in, I go to architecture, go to component, and I can go ahead and take this and I could flip this around and I go ahead and put this in front of the entertainment center like that. And then if you wanted to do something more like this, you could do that. And then you could do this as well and do that. That's how you could go ahead and begin to work with this. And then you'd begin to place windows and so forth and all this. And this is where I think it's going to be, kind of fun, because you're going to be able to kind of think this thing through and think, okay, how do I want to do this? And what do I want to do? So you could leave this, you could like have this room kind of open like that. And then or close it off like I just did there. And then what I could do is I could just maybe remove this wall, because that's kind of closing it off. So I could just have this bearing wall like this. And I could have this wall that's like there. And I could even have a wall opening. If I want to have a wall opening, watch this. This is cool. I go to wall opening and I can go and click on this. And then I can just go ahead and make a rectangle from here to here. And that's going to go ahead and give me this. And I've got that. And that gives me an opening right there. So now if I go and put a camera in here now, just to see what it looks like, go to here, go to camera, I can go ahead and look through here. I should be able to see right through there. And that's what that looks like. And now I'm seeing right through from one room to the other. And I actually have a ceiling that's right in place there. So at that point, I could just go to realistic and I'm starting to see it. That's a very open floor plan. Is this making sense? Okay, so this is going to be the townhouse project. So now you're going to take this as far as you want to go. Okay, now what we had done in this particular class, you can change it if you want to. You could start a new one if you want to, but this is what you're going to be working on for the next 3 weeks. This is your project, okay? You have enough to get you going. I don't think I need to I'm going to leave this on for a few minutes in case any other questions come up, but that's essentially how that works right there. Is this maybe a little bit interesting? Kind of sounds kind of, okay, kind of thought that would be. All right, now the content, did you guys see the cloud though? Can you see what you can put in any search that you want to right there and you can find it? Did you see that? To load the content from Autodesk, did you see how I did that? You sure? Watch me. I want you guys to see this. Let's go to level 1. Let's go to level 1 and level 1. Let me go ahead. Let's go over here. Level 1. And this is level 1 right here. And what I want to do is to add content. You go to the insert tab. Please watch this. You got to remember this. And this is going to be on the video too. So go to insert and then you go over here to load Autodesk family right up here. I'll put the little highlighter here. Load Autodesk family. We'll go here and we'll click on that. And then you can search for anything you want. This is where, like for instance, is there anything you guys can think of that you haven't seen so far? Anything of interest? Nothing really? Okay. Well, then you could also do, I think they have vehicles in some places too. Actually, I think they actually do have vehicles. Might be. Yeah, it's under casework. Right here. If you go to casework, see all this? Yeah, and this is not exhaustive, but it's a good start, and then you got some plumbing, I think, too. Plumbing. If you go to plumbing right here, you got this. And so you got all these different items. You got tubs, you got bathtubs, all this. You've got fixtures, bathtubs. If I go to bathtubs, for instance, what kind of bathtubs do we have? Well, I got a tub freestanding, a tub rectangular, so all these different things. So if you want a freestanding tub, you can go and design that. Going back to here, you can then go here and use, going back to plumbing. Let's see here. Yeah, back to plumbing here. If you're to go there, you could then do something like fixtures, drains, showers, sinks, urinals, water closets. And your water closets are your toilets right here. This tends to be the go-to right here, that one right there. So this is the kind of content you would take and load it up. And then you then have this content, and that's where you go to architecture, component, and then it's right there. And then you can go ahead and take it and you could, place it as you need to. Now I wouldn't put it here, but you get the idea that I could put it there. So all this content, did you see what I did there? Getting it from the cloud and pulling it, that's huge. So all that content's out there. And then here's the other thing. I'm going to tell you this right now. There is out here, I'm going to go ahead and browse out as you guys can see it. If I were to go out here and if I were to launch a new tab here, I can go out here to Google, and I'm going to go out here and I'm going to type in here Revit City. Now, when you go to Revit City out here, it's got a bunch of free content out here as well. Revit City does. So you'll have to make an account, your own account. And then when you do, you can download content. Let's take it a second here. And here's Revit City. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to log in with my username and password. Okay, and then the password is going to be my password. Okay, now, okay, didn't like that. Okay, I'll try that again. One more time. Okay, didn't like that again. So try it. Try the difference. Yeah, it doesn't like it. Okay. Okay, I forgot my password, but anyway, you can go back to the home and you can look for stuff. And this is where you would do a search for different content. So let's say you wanted something like a shower base. You go to shower base like this. And when you do that, it's going to go ahead and it's crunching right now. And then what it's going to do is going to show you what is in the database. And there may be a lot, there may not be anything, but typically there is. Now here's your shower bases. And some of them you got right here, an enclosure, all these things are available to you. And this is content you could use and pull it in and use in your project. That's Revit City. And there's another one that's actually called, besides that, that's actually called BIM object. And BIM object might even be better. So if you type in BIM, OBJECT, okay, like that. And BIM object is this one right here. This is another place you can download content. And so you go ahead and do a search right here. I'll accept all cookies. And I'm going to do a search. Let's say I want to do a search on, and I want to find bifold door. So I go here, and here are some bifold doors right there. It comes right up. And you can go ahead and kind of go through here and find the content that you need. There's some other things in here that don't really fit it, but you go through it and you kind of figure it out. But anyway, those are some places you can look. And that's all content that you have right there. So what we've got here is the townhouse project. There are 10 basic steps. First one is create your exterior walls, levels 1 to 3. We saw that. Create floors for floors 1 and 2. Create ceilings for floors 1 and 2. Create stairs from floor 1 to floor 2. Make an opening in the floor on floor 2 and also for the ceiling. Create 2 sections. Create a gabled roof. Create the floor plan, including the bathroom. That's the part we're in right now. Add doors and windows for your design. Add furniture and landscaping. So those are the steps. And we've learned the basics. So save your project. Make sure you have it. And that, I think, is all I'm going to include in the recording. Before I stop the recording, are there any other questions? Because I want to make sure this is really clear. Okay, it took almost an hour and a half. That's pretty good. About a little over, well, hour 15 maybe. So, okay, good. Okay, I'm going to stop the recording and I'm going to start to let it crunch. Go here. I'm going to go to, I'm just screen sharing, recording. How do I stop the recording? Okay, that's still here. No, not stop share, but I do have to go and stop the recording here. So I don't want to lose this. All right. Let's see here. How do I do this? Okay, stop recording.